On the 16th of June 1883, children of Sunderland gathered in excited anticipation for a variety show at the Victoria Hall. Designed by G.G. Hoskins, the hall was an impressive Gothic-style building that had opened 11 years earlier. Built to host meetings and as an entertainment venue, the most publicised event in its lifetime was also the one that would guarantee its place in the history books. Tickets to see magician Alexander Fay were in the form of a flyer, promising entry for a penny. Children didn't need to produce the advert to gain access, and so around 2,000 children, many more than the seating catered for, entered the Victoria Hall that day, enticed by the promise of magic tricks, marionettes and free toys. The show came and went without incident, until the end. It was announced that gifts would be given out to certain ticket numbers on exit. Performers began to distribute toys and books to the children in the stalls, and worried that they might miss out, the children seated further back began to surge down the stairs towards the door. It was at this point that events took a tragic turn. The exit door opened inward and had been bolted so that it was only wide enough to fit one child through at a time. The Sunderland Echo reported, "Children were tumbled head over heels one on top of the other. Shrieks and screams vibrated through the staircase. More pressed down from above, inconsiderate of what might happen from this thoughtlessness. Accordingly, the children at the bottom of the stairs got packed, as it were, in a well. The heap of writhing and rolling humanity became higher and higher until it rose above the heads of those who were first jammed in the doorway and became a mass of struggling and dying children over 6 feet in height. The few adults in the building attempted to open the door, but with the bolt on the children's side, their efforts were in vain. William Codling, who was 7 at the time of the incident, had attended with his sister Sarah and said, "I raced up the gallery as fast as I could. Suddenly, I felt I was treading upon someone lying on the stairs, and I cried in horror to those behind, 'Keep back, there's someone down.' It was no use. I passed slowly over and onwards with the mass, and before long, I passed over others without emotion." In the aftermath, the dead were laid out for parents to identify, and it was reported one little girl was seen carrying the body of her dead sister home. As well documented as the Victoria Hall stampede was, the events that unfolded on the 16th of June 1883 caused a national outcry. An inquiry couldn't identify who was responsible for bolting the door, and so nobody was prosecuted. It did, however, lead to legislation whereby public venues must have a minimum number of outward opening exits, which in turn led to the invention of the push-bar emergency exits that we all recognise today. Sunderland was the first to implement the policy with its children's mission on Prospect Row, and a blue plaque, part of the old Sunderland Heritage Trail, marks this historic change.